Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the Weekend D-Rose dreaded report, by the way. WWE Studios have launched the website. If you want to check it out, it's called That's What I Am. It's an upcoming movie that they're putting out, and it's, of course, they got an appearance by Randy Orton in it. And it says it's an appearance. Doesn't say it's starring him, so it might be to have a small role in it, but anyway, it's called That's What I Am Movie.com. Orton, he could be seen in the trailer with a three-second appearance, playing the role of a concerned parent who confronts Ed Harris's character. By the way, Steve Austin said this morning on his Twitter that Tough Enough has concluded filming already. Man, they ain't got it on yet. We're going to be doing a lot of editing, I guess. Says, well, just finished Tough Enough. It was a hell of a lot of fun, thanks to Bill DeMont, Trish Stratus, and Booker T. Great Cats. May 21st SmackDown taping will be taking place at the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, Iowa. The advertised main event for then is Edge and Rey Mysterio taking on Alberto Del Rio, Cody Rhodes. Tough Enough contestant Matt Cross has been scheduled to appear at Vanguard Wrestling Alliance in Oakland Park, Illinois on April 9th. Any of you guys over there might want to check it out. NXT Season 3 contestant AJ Lee celebrated her 24th birthday today. She's currently reigning as FCW Diva Champion in the developmental. Regarding, which I mentioned yesterday, about WGN America canceling WWE Superstars, Chicago-based Superstation didn't feel they were getting what they had paid for, which was a programming near the level of Monday Night Raw. Apparently, they thought their ratings was going to skyrocket. WGN agreed to carry the show in late 2008 with hopes it would bring in ratings to those to their national feed, which does not have substantial clearance across cable systems in the U.S. Now, normally they try to guarantee X amount of ratings point per their shows for advertisers, you know, to get the best out of their bucks. But they were only there here at the last. They were only getting like a half a rating point. Not too good, but the show was not that good either, but alright. Anyway, now what they're going to do with it, I don't know. It could go to their website. It could go to hell. There was 20 minutes, 4 seconds of in-ring action this past Tuesday on WWE Superstars, up 16 minutes and 57 seconds from the previous week. That's quite a bit of difference. And they used to have long matches on there. They were good matches, though. Sean X-Pac Waltman was in attendance at FCW taping this past Thursday. He wrote the following on his Twitter. He said, it was great to see William Regal and Fit Finlay last night at FCW. Bo Rotundo is going to be money in the near future. He's only 20 years old. Brother Ray, Brother Devon, they were scheduled to have a big blow-off to their feud at TNA Lockdown, but their feud had been put on hold as Ray is now replacing Jeff Hardy in the storylines, to let you know. Dixie Carter, by the way, who has been quite quiet lately on Twitter, she was in attendance at the Victory Road pay-per-view and then Monday's TNA Impact tapings, but then left for Mexico. Probably heard about Japan's air blowing over this way, and she took off. Of course, I think she's closer to it there. Be better off in Tennessee. As noted before, Jeff Hardy's March 16th court date been rescheduled for the April 20th. The Southern Pines Pilot newspaper, I guess, has more details on the state wanting to test results from the drugs that were found at Hardy's home in 2009, which is just odd. They ought to know by now, you know, whether they were illegal, legal, what they were. I could probably tell you. I may have to take them, but I can tell you what they were. Jeff Hardy's attorney was ready to take the plea bargain this past weekend, but isn't that odd? The attorney was going to take it. But the district attorney told him that they wanted to still wait for test results on the drugs. The the DA wanted the June 2nd hearing, but the judge asked if they could be ready in 30 days. Hardy's attorney said they could. Judge ordered the test results to be rushed and then set the court date for next month. With Hardy's lawyer ready to accept the plea deal, sounds like the case is finally going to be coming to an end. Probably not. They'll probably continue it again. There was 9 minutes, 58 seconds of in-ring action this past Thursday on TNA. Down 21 minutes, 18 seconds from the previous week. You know, it's getting harder and harder to actually get wrestling on wrestling shows. Or entertainment, whatever you want to call it. I guess the entertainment's taken over the wrestling. Jeremy Borash, believe it or not, suffered a concussion from Brother Ray's kick this last Wednesday at the Impact taping. Maybe that's why he acts the way he does and talks the way he does, announces the way he does. Backstage morale, by the way, after this past week's Impact taping were very low. People in TNA are down on the company's direction more than ever. Rumors. Wrestlers in TNA are under the impression that Jeff Hardy will be brought back as a babyface soon. No one expects him to be fired. How about being sentenced and going to jail? What's the deal there? They're already acting like they already know he's not going anywhere. Bret Hart, by the way, is currently working on a few book projects. Husky Harris, he returned to WWE action in FCW show this past Thursday, defeating Monty Lynch. Who's Monty Lynch? I don't know. He's a wrestler down there. Husky received a babyface reaction from the crowd. During the match, Michael Tarver came and sat down at ringside to watch. Tarver's been doing kind of an angle with FCW where he's been watching talent perform. Oh, like a fan. William Regal was at the FCW show doing some announcing work. Former Ring of Honor star Tyler Black, now known as Seth Rollins in WWE Developmental, is currently holding the FCW's 15 championship. I'm not sure what that is. Let's say mean 15 times. Or it's been handed, 15 times. I don't know, but 15 anyway. According to reader Vlad, the FCW 15 title matches have been outstanding with Rollins and Richie Steamboat. Prior to his WWE return this last month, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has stated publicly in several interviews that his in-ring career was likely over. Fast forward to 2011's Red Hot feud with John Cena, and the Great One appears to maybe have changed his mind some. Never say never deal. The Rock is on the cover of the latest WWE magazine and tells them that he's ready to throw down in the ring once again. Probably just the elbow. When asked about how many of his old ring outfits he still has, Rock I still own them all. It's still with me in my house. It was never going away because I knew I would one day use it again. Even if it's just running around the house. That sounds like he's talking about wrestling again. So The Rock asked, so does that mean that you're coming back to fight as well? He responded, making movies is something that I love to do. I don't know what brings it, what brings a lot of people joy, but that does me my sole great gratification. He said that does. Being in the ring, entertaining audiences and kicking ass physically brings me and my sole great gratifications as well. I guarantee that I will always do both. At least Rock do promos. Let us tune into WWE and get some sort of excitement. They don't have nobody else to do the. Even Austin doesn't do a promo that good. On Monday's Raw, well, just don't get in no trouble with Glad or anybody. Hate to see that. On Monday's Raw, by the way, Jersey Shore Snooki made her WWE debut, got physical with Lake Cool, and was booked for a match at WrestleMania 27. I got more to tell you on that. Hang on. Former WWE diva says that Snooki is making a mockery out of pro wrestling and wants to settle their beef in the ring. Chyna, who last wrestled back in 2002, spoke to TMZ this weekend and said Snooki's trying to make a joke out of wrestling and needs to be taught a lesson. Chyna said she also is interested in laying the smackdown on Snooki and co-star Michael Sorrentino, best known as The Situation, which he's not either. Chyna told TMZ too, I could take Snooki on and The Situation in a tag match and have some fun doing it. Thank you guys for clicking. I'd like to kind of see that happen. I gotta go.